Welcome to the... I fuck that up every time. Hello, spookies. What the fuck do we call them? Creepy crawlers. Yeah, I knew it. Fuck. You want to say anything? Welcome.
I like to let you see. I like to see what you're gonna do.
Oh, it really depends.
Just let you get lost. In the
No,
sauce.
yeah, it's really fucking hard to do that. Like, to not. I don't know. Fuck the beginning. It's happening. It's already started. We're here, and this time it's... Well, you know us. Fucking if you don't know our names, that's fine. But at least you know.
Have we ever said our names?
Yeah, kind of. I said Santokes for me. You're Cynthia, as far as like the... It's not
That's
an
fine.
alias.
That's fine.
What we go by that. Like, that's what people call us, you know?
I don't go by that, but that's fine.
Cynthia?
No. Just kidding.
Okay, sure, Malcolm. I don't know.
Scary whispers.
Okay, so this one comes from the lovely Zeke, the big red himself.
Oh,
the
really?
Small red. Yeah, because we were
Oh,
on Discord.
no.
And then we were talking, and then he's like, "Yeah."
It was when we were here.
Was it?
We were
I remember
here,
talking
and
about it
because he wanted to watch it with all of us.
Really?
But then I thought we were gonna leave.
Yeah.
It was like really late, and I didn't want to watch it because I don't like watching alien stuff, and then like going outside in the dark.
The movie's called The Fourth Kind, for the record. Continue. Sorry.
Alien movies are really good. I don't like alien movies.
I love it. Like, I didn't know what it was. I hadn't, like, again.
That's the one movie that's actually going to fuck with me and like stay fucking with me.
Spoilers. In the movie, they're like, you don't know if you've been abducted, and like I feel like that's part of the
No.
the gimmick. Yeah, they do.
Now I'm not saying that they don't. I'm saying that's not what's scary. It's just the unknown.
But it's in Alaska though. They're not gonna come. You know.
Yeah, that's one of many alien movies.
We're a populated.
That's one of many though.
Do they don't go to New York? Do aliens go to New York?
What?
Do aliens go to New York? I feel like it's always some like backwater fuck town, you know, honky tonky Massachusetts or something. No, I mean I'm not trying to shit on Massachusetts, but
And where do we live?
not there. They don't need to know where I am.
No, would you say this is not a honky tonky?
No, I think
If they were to come
here
to this state,
well,
of
no,
all
we're
places-
located. We're not in the outskirts. We're in the metropolitan kind of a area. We're just people. We're close to downtown. Like, what do you think? Aliens aren't gonna?
Okay, but our downtown isn't a big city downtown.
It's not honky tonk either. We have Indian places and movie theaters.
Did you just say?
We should stop. People are gonna be like, movie theater downtown.
Okay.
Where are they at? But like, my point is, you think maybe if we were like in the fields, then okay. But I mean, like, no one's gonna go to your place and like abduct
My current place?
Yes.
No.
Exactly.
But they're aliens and they're everywhere.
Yes, but like, why would they go? Like, if I was to abduct someone, where? How? Okay, no. You find you. How would you?
Me? What? I just said I was afraid, and you
How
were
would
like,
you abduct
no,
someone?
no, because this. Like, I could still be scared.
Okay, I feel like we're good. We're good. We're in a good. I don't think you're in danger. Is what I'm saying. You don't think? Do you think that's not a fair statement as far as alien abductions go? Like, in this world of this, say there are alien abductions. Like, do you think you would be abducted personally?
Personally?
Yeah, they'd be
No.
like, her right there. The one
But I
with
don't
the
want to
podcast.
see one. I don't want to see them.
Oh, dude.
I don't want.
What?
I don't want to know.
If there's aliens, dude, that would freak me the fuck out. If I saw one.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the ship. Like, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I've experienced shit already.
Shut.
I'm not joking.
I don't think you're joking.
I was with Javi,
Damn it.
and it was a weekend, and we were just home.
Did we say what we're talking about?
The fourth kind, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, and they heard like this loud ass, like, but it shook the house, dude. I felt it, and I looked at him, and I was like, bro. And we went outside because, of course, we go outside. It's broad daylight, dude. It's like noon, right? I was making a sandwich or something, and like, it was so fucking loud. And we looked up, and it was nothing. Like, where the fuck? But it's like everywhere. The sound was everywhere. It wasn't just like, it's coming from this section or it's coming behind the house. It was everywhere. It just felt like it was up. I don't like what. There was no airplane. There wasn't something flying that fucking low. And it was there for a fat minute. It wasn't just there for like 30 seconds. It was like 5 minutes of just loud whatever it was. I wasn't taken though.
I'm not talking because I'm actually fucking terrified. Right
Did I just scare you?
Yeah, dude, I got chills. I'm so scared. I don't.
I'm so sorry.
I fucking hate alien movies so much.
I mean, but I don't think it was. I don't know if it was an alien or maybe it was just Jeff Bezos.
No, this one time I fell asleep. I'm fucking dumb. Okay, I was falling asleep, and I was having like a hard time, and I remember looking out my window. Like, well, my blinds are closed, but like through the little specks or whatever, like the edges. There's like your window, and then there's the blinds, like the ends, and there's kind of like a tiny like slits of light can still show through whatever. I remember seeing this blinking red light on like one of the corners, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I just like fixated on it. But then like now I'm in bed. The lights are off. You know what I mean? Like I'm stuck there. I'm like, I don't want to move. I don't want to move because I don't know what that is. And I ended up falling asleep. Oh,
that's cool. You were just terrified and you just...
No. So then because of that, I fell asleep. And then I ended up having a really scary fucking dream about like aliens invading my house. I remember like I was going to the backyard. Like nobody was around. And they were just like different... I don't want to describe it because I'm going to get scared, but just different shit going on in my backyard. And I was like, oh my God. I remember waking up and like, I think I started to tell my brother about it or something. And then I realized it's fucking December and there were Christmas lights that I was looking at. I was like, oh, never mind. Like it was still a scary dream, but like everything's okay. I'm getting loud because I'm scared. That's what it is.
Really?
I'm normally pretty quiet.
It's fine. No, it's okay. Like I can fix it. Okay, I just can't fix super loud. Like
Gotcha.
Now you're just looking at your sound. Dude. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying. Last time I got scared and I was like, maybe it's aliens. What?
Do you like how I was like, you don't know this, but in my head I'm like, wait for it. It was fucking Christmas.
That's good. That's a great way to tell a story. So here's another story, and I know it's bullshit, right? So there I was laying down, and I also saw flashing lights out my window. But the way that like my window's orientated, like the blinds, they're covering most of it, but I leave a little bit like under. And now that I'm thinking about it, that'd be so creepy. Like if a little poke its head up. Sorry, but sorry. Okay. So then I got close to.
Where was this? It was
here.
At this. Okay.
This place, and there was like flashing lights, but it's summertime. Like what the fuck?
What time is it? It's dark.
It's okay. It's like 2 or it's like somewhere between like 3 a.m. and like 12. Like in that general thing. 333. That was flashing and I was like, yo, Hannah, like what is that? And then she's like, it's I don't know, fucking lightning or something. And I'm like, fucking lightning? Like what? Lightning? It's summertime. Like we don't have summer showers.
Yeah.
It's fucking dry. Like how? No. So then I went close to the window. And I had to like hunch over because of the way the blinds were. And I got really fucking close to the window. Oh, you're not prepared for this one. You're not fucking prepared for... No, it was just lightning. It was just lightning. It was actual lightning. And it freaked me the fuck out because I was staring at it for a minute. And it just felt like...
And then when the lightning flashed, something was there.
No. No, it was just lightning. It was dead ass lightning. And then I was just staring at it. It was freaking out. Like, why the fuck is there lightning right now? I did see something in the sky, but that was probably just a fucking airplane. Like, whatever. Yeah. But it did freak me out, and it was just lightning. Okay. So yours was Christmas lights, mine was lightning. But there is one that we do not know. Was it real? What's that fucking show called?
The Twilight Zone?
If people see it. And if you make a sound, is it there? What's that? It was on a Discovery Channel, and they like did cryptids and stuff. You never watched that show? Lost Tapes.
Oh!
Is it there? That freaked me out. I think that started my whole creepy venture.
Lost Tapes. Oh, I have.
Because remember how they would have like just words? That's how I learned about
hellhounds.
Oh yeah.
Hellhounds.
You believe in hellhounds or something?
Yes, I do.
What? Oh,
no. I'll save that for another time.
Oh, interesting.
The chupacabra.
Yeah.
That one scared me.
They never did like the Llorona though. Imagine that one. Fucking one.
No.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. This is a scary movie podcast.
I know.
You're freaking out.
Well, I have the right to. I enjoy these things.
Okay. So back to the fourth kind. We should talk. We should hit up Lost Tapes though. We should like watch like that should be a thing. Hello. What? Hey, how's it going?
Okay, just fucking hit it, dude.
I hit it. We're recording. We had a sandwich break. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna front. We had a sandwich break, and it was fucking delicious. I have there's nothing wrong with that. If you think there's something wrong with that, something's wrong with you. Love yourself. Love me. I'm desperate. You were saying? Oh, for the fourth kind.
Is this the first Alien movie you've watched?
Horror movie? I tried watching Alien, like actually like Alien, like the 19 whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I was trying to.
The intro was so long. I just turned off. Like nothing happened.
Some people consider Alien a horror movie.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
That's why I mentioned it.
Is that its like main genre? Is that what it's under?
It's like a horror thriller type thing.
Yeah, because I feel like it's more of a thriller. But like as a kid,
it's probably
it was
horror.
pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, I think it's like in between the lines.
Because I think that's like the same thing with Predator. But like when I was a kid, Predator scared the shit out of me.
I think Predator's maybe like a thriller action.
And that's when then they cross over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Predator.
Alien versus AVP.
Versus Predator.
I think they made 2 of those actually. So there I was, the fourth kind. The first kind.
I tried to make a list.
You know what the fucking thing what's
what?
Like the first kind of contact? You know, it's like the first kind, you see them.
Oh,
the second
no,
kind,
I didn't write that down.
you eat it. The third kind, you beat it.
The third kind is when they make contact.
Yeah.
And the fourth kind is when they abduct
you. So what's the second?
I don't know. Oh, is that crop circles?
Oh yeah, crop circles. Yeah, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Signs. And then I don't remember.
The first one's just seeing crop circles, right? So seeing them, then it's crop circles, then it's.
I feel like those are flipped. No.
The first one, the first kind of
signs and then seeing them.
You think so?
I don't know.
We watched this movie. I promise.
UFO sightings. I didn't write that down. Fuck.
That would have been the one, right? That would have been a good one to write.
Yeah.
So you have your notes. It's fine. It's good. I don't have any notes.
I wanted to know
Keep me on track.
like some of the first like iconic Alien movies.
Oh yeah, sure. Alien.
Yeah, but I wanted to go like
Predator,
back. And the one which is me and my brother were just talking about this earlier today.
What?
The Thing he was talking about. He was asking
the
me if I've
1970s
seen
one.
1951.
Oh, the one
Thing.
have you seen that one? Because I've seen the one from the 70s.
A long time ago. Is it the one from the 70s?
The one from the 70s is the one with that guy with the beard.
Was there a remake? Is that
there was a remake.
Damn. Well,
so I don't know if you watched it.
Well, the first thing was from 1951.
Yeah.
And then there was Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I heard of that one. What's up?
Yeah, I think I watched it. I don't remember if it was like, one of those like, I was just talking about this today too. Like hosted like horror things, like
like You're Possessed.
Tales from the Crypt and like Elvira, shit like that. Like when it's hosted by one of those people.
Oh, I thought you meant like hosting, like something's host, like
no,
you're a host.
That's exactly what it is though. But
yeah.
No, I mean I think I came across it in one of those type of like DVDs or I don't know what.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I don't. I would like to see the original. I know I've seen like the remake with the like prosthetics and like the guy has his hand and they're doing some sort of surgery, and then the mouth of the thing opens. And I forgot that was an alien movie. Like it's technically like it doesn't feel like one.
I also put E.T. on here.
You think this was a?
I personally find that terrifying. I'm not being funny.
I'm just staring at you.
I know.
I'm just staring.
I feel like you're looking for something deeper, but
yeah, I was hoping that like maybe something happened. Like he just because he's a wrinkly ball sack.
But you're telling.
That's. I mean, for any little girl, like that would be fucking. I get it.
No.
For any little boy, like seeing your dad's balls or something, like that would terrify me. So I guess if he looks like a ball sack.
You're telling me seeing a ball get thrown back at you.
A ball sack.
A ball.
Wait,
he throws
sorry.
a ball
You're
into
talking
the field.
about the movie.
He throws a ball into the field and it comes back.
Oh yeah, that's kind of okay. That's spooky.
And then he fucking lets him into his house.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Why would you just let an alien into your house? Yeah, it's very trusting.
I'm gonna turn this channel into a fucking ET hate page. Reese's
Pieces. All right, he ate that. Originally it was Skittles, but like they didn't want to do like
yeah.
They were like,
nah. They didn't
want
to be affiliated or something.
Yeah, they didn't want to be affiliated, so they're like, how about Reese's Pieces? And Reese's was like, yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah, and then like when he pretends to blend into the toys, that's fucking terrifying.
Okay.
Because what if you didn't know? What if he wasn't your friend and he's just in your closet?
Okay. Yeah.
My cousin used to have a fucking life-size ET toy, like plushie.
How tall was that?
It was like 4 feet.
4 feet?
4 feet. I
Holy
think
shit,
so.
that's a life.
I mean, I was also like a kid at the time, so it probably seemed a lot bigger. Yeah. But like, I remember I literally would not sleep in her room if it was in there. Like,
It's creepy.
there were so many things I did that probably her parents probably thought I was a fucking weirdo. But like, she would have to take it out of the room, and then like her
Like
parents,
it was really weird when you would
yeah,
like
and
sniff
then her
hair.
parents would be like, "What is?" And they're like, "She's scared of it," and then they would kind of like laugh about it, and it's like, that's valid. You can fucking laugh, but like, I can't look at him. I know he's in the closet. I know
He's in the fucking closet, man.
yeah, and she tried to help me like overcome my fear because I think it like burped and stuff, and it was like, no, look, he's fine. And I was like, and I would like pretend because I didn't want to be made fun of, so I'd be like, oh yeah, it is funny, I'm over it, but I was still like, oh, he's in the closet.
So maybe for you it's something extra. Maybe it's a combination.
Yeah,
of
and then when he's dying and he's fucking chalky white, he looks like when like in Step Brothers, the white poop. He looks like that. And then they still touch him, and they're trying to. Oh my god!
I bet it feels gross. I think that's the most terrifying thing. I mean, I get it. Okay, he looks weird. He sounds weird. Yeah, like right. That's how he sounds. That's how he speaks, right?
I don't know. And then I just think about like when he goes home and like you can see the silhouette. Like there's more of them.
So for you, it's like not more.
There's more of them.
So for you, that's a scary movie. E.T. Let's go.
Okay, and then Signs. You haven't seen Signs.
No, don't tell me anything about it because I
No, I know. But like, I was hesitant about recording this because I was like, "Fuck, I'm really gonna do Signs like that?" Because Signs is like
it should have been first.
Signs is like cream of the crop in alien movies.
Is that a pun? Because they do crop circles or something? Right? I think I see the poster.
I'm gonna pretend it was on purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's pretend.
Yeah. So we should do that one.
Yeah, I'm done. I think I like maybe alien movies. Like I really.
They're scary. No, you probably like them because
I don't know if this doesn't scare me. This wasn't terrifying, but I was watching it at night. And then like in the movie there was like 333 because apparently like, that's when a lot of abductions happen, and that's why they threw it in there. Like a lot of people who report sightings report that like the numbers that are repeating like 11.
Yeah, and I think
shit like that. I don't know if that's like I don't know what the fuck that means.
And I think just generally in horror movies, 333, it's like half of 666. Like there's no some
anyway,
people.
It's
some people literally
by 3.
make like I don't remember what movie.
64 is also scary because it's divided by 6.
No, I'm not even fucking joking. Like
who cares? 6 of what? 6 sheep? 6 whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't understand the.
So then Signs, and then this movie. I don't remember what's the date of this movie. Yeah. This movie. And then Dark Skies in 2013. That's like the last of the good alien movies that I've seen so far.
Dark
Skies. Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It sounds like a new metal band.
Oh,
Dark Skies.
That sounds like something you'd make fun of me for.
For liking?
Yeah. Like I would be like, okay, you're getting into because I'm not getting into this right now.
Okay. New metal? Is that what it? Because yeah, you're a fan. I could
because if I showed it, I can already hear the like. What? Dark Skies. That's what it's going. Okay. I'll give it a shot, and then I'm trying not to cry. Like he didn't just diss one of my favorite bands.
Crop circle dead bodies. Like you don't like them? No.
Cream of the corn.
It's just like corn. Like they split off and made another band. A couple guys. But like the guys who think they're the cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop. It's just Jonathan Davis gone solo. Okay.
Ooh, I don't know what the fuck it is. Is that even close to the sound?
Let's move on.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah, so I was watching this, and it was late at night, and I was by myself, and I had earbuds in and stuff. It was cool. Like, I was super surprised by the length of it. It's only like a fucking hour. Yeah, an hour 38.
Yeah, but it's pretty fast.
It goes by so quickly because there's like... Okay, so I watched some shit about it afterwards, and all the reviews were like 2009. What?
I'm watching Kit lick himself. He's so cute. He's such a chunk. I'm sorry.
So I was, and everything that I found on this movie was like dated in 2009. Yeah. So like this movie was only relevant in it's the year that it was released, and no one talks about this movie. Yeah. So it's on Netflix. That's right.
Currently, yes.
Yeah. So watch that. Like if you don't, I don't know where else you're gonna fucking see it. I don't know who talks about it. No one's gonna watch this. I think not like the movie's not gonna be the drawing, but that's fine. I don't need you. I never needed you, Dad. Yeah. So watch this movie. It's on Netflix. It's an hour and a half. It's worth a watch. I think it's cool. Trying to catch my train of thought because I don't have my ticket. What? Sorry, I just keep thinking about that corn meme.
Yeah. Just don't put that in, please.
Maybe. I found out that the hook of the movie was the fact that they were using real footage,
The
quote unquote.
reenactment.
Oh, it was a reenactment. I thought in the movie they made it. I thought they said it was the original footage. It was a reenactment.
That's what I'm saying. It was like the side by side original footage, and then like the quote unquote reenactment.
What's the difference? Is the acting not a reenact? Like, what's the difference between a reenactment and the movie? Like, they're both not real.
Have you ever? Yes.
Tell me more about this. Yes. Yes. What? Yes to. I said a lot.
So my first time. So I think the reason you saw so many old reviews right now, nobody talks about it, is because now everyone can just fucking do a quick Google search and like figure this shit out for themselves. But when my first time watching it as a kid. I was like, oh my god. Like, because you remember
you thought the reenactment was actual footage?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I thought it was
supposed
real,
to be.
raw fucking footage. Not only that, Charlotte Milchard, Milchard, rhubarb, fucking whatever.
Cheryl Machar.
Charlotte Macharzard.
Oh my god! I feel like I'm deep throating double.
Charlotte Milchard. Just gonna do it again.
Charlotte Milchard.
Charlotte Milchard looks fucking terrifying.
Yeah, they look. She starved her.
When we first, my first time watching it was at my cousin's
Bella
house.
wasn't turned into a fucking vampire close enough to the fucking death. That's what she looked like.
Yeah, Bella didn't scare me though.
No, but she looked. They both look dead. They both look fucking dead. What? What's going on in here?
Oh my god! I thought you were. Don't ever do that again.
What?
I thought you were looking out the window.
No, I
realized now.
No.
I thought you were talking to Charlotte Milcharzard.
No, the windows are reflective.
Yeah.
So I was looking behind me, and Cynthia thought I was looking into the window, and she got scared. I think is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. This really is a scary whisper.
Okay.
So, you thought that Charlotte...
Yeah, so, like, when they turned it on...
The reenactment.
I was like, oh my fucking god, is that the alien right there?
Sorry. Your eyes... You look so serious.
Because I was that scared. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Are they interviewing the alien right now?
Because it starts off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't remember.
Yeah, it just shows her face.
I don't think I was there for that the actual intro where they explain or whatever. Yeah. I think I just
that's another thing. That's a weird way to start a fucking movie. Like, I get it.
But that's the point.
Like in the beginning, it was that chick. She was in Resident Evil.
Yeah. Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich. The chick from Resident Evil.
I love her.
She's cool. She's Russian.
So much.
I don't know. She seems like a badass, and I think she's a badass because the Resident Evil movie.
Yeah,
that's exclusively what. But the beginning is her being like, everything you're about to see is a reenactment of this true event or whatever.
Explains like the stuff that goes on in Nome, Alaska.
Yeah, and it's giving us like a heads up, saying, "Hey,
what you're about to see is extremely disturbing."
Yeah, that kind of shit, and that's an interesting way to start a fucking movie. But it's also kind of heavy-handed because it's not subtle. It's just straight up, "Hey, man, this shit's wild.
Yeah,
let's watch it."
Not knowing,
like as
about everything else, at like fucking kid, you're watching that, you're like, holy shit, this is
because she sounds like she's saying it with authority.
And it's not your typical like little flash of letters that's like based on a true story.
No, it's like
I'm gonna sit you down for a second because this is about to get really real, really fast, and you're like, oh my god.
Do you think that like there was someone the what's it called? Like the media, like not the media, like the advertisement from it, because it was like, oh, shit's like, it probably hyped it up too much. What?
Do you want to get into that?
The advertisement?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so actually, first of all, I have to say that the way they did this was fucking genius, personally.
The advertisement?
Because no, just I guess advertisement and like the intro, how you're saying like that's weird.
Yeah, like the way they're setting it up is really cool.
And like not knowing shit, if you're not looking any of this up, like it's pretty fucking scary, and like you're like, oh, whoa, this is getting like really serious. But they actually got sued.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Studio?
The Alaska, what the fuck is it called? Where are you at?
Is it like a tourism board or something that made people afraid to go to Alaska?
Well, for one, there's actually like people have gone missing. I think it was like at least
like making light of it to them.
Yeah, well, they're like
in their eyes. I hear that's not your truck, is it?
Don't scare me like that.
I mean, our neighbor has a truck too. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I'm like, it wasn't. I wasn't trying to. I'm not trying to instill fear. I was just. It was a genuine like, hey, that sounds like your truck, but my neighbor also has a truck.
Yeah. I didn't think it was my truck until you said so.
Oh really?
But
I don't know what you. Sorry.
The Alaska Publications or some shit like that. The Alaska Press Club. Yeah.
Okay.
Because apparently they were like, I don't know if they were using some of their footage from like missing persons.
Oh.
Real footage, but also I think they were slapping their labels on fake footage or like fake newscasts. And they made up this whole like online, like a fake promotional website to make it look like it was a news site. And like this is all this shit to promote the movie.
Oh, so it's like using our like.
Yeah, and they're exploiting the missing persons and fucking deaths that people are mourning.
I did not think about that at all.
Yeah, and so like the town itself, it's a small town. The town's like, what the fuck?
So it's a real town. It's a real
town.
So they're like, yo, we're
people have
used.
actually gone missing.
Oh. So it's all too real. Like,
yeah.
As far as.
And then like this fucking production company comes in. They're like, yeah,
aliens.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
And I think it was inspired by a psychiatrist or something. Where the fuck is that at? I'm panicking.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, inspired by a testimony of a psychologist around the year 2000, many patients reported waking up at 3 a.m. seeing an owl who would lock eyes on them. But that's as far as that goes.
And they just ran with it.
And they just ran with that, and they made their own.
Yeah, because I thought that Dr. Abigail Taylor was like, I know they said like we changed the names, but I was like, okay, so is this like some psychiatrist, who wanted to like made it like a screenplay and then sold it? Like that's what I thought it was. But now that you're telling me this,
that's as far as that goes.
It's even less.
Yeah, one psychologist, and nothing connected to aliens. Just like, hey, this is weird.
Yeah, there's owls. That's
a few people have had like the same experience about 3 a.m. and an owl.
So in the movie, right? So this is the basic fucking plot, right? I already gave you a spoiler warning. The basic plot of the movie is that there's a psychiatrist couple, and the male dies, so the female's left.
And they both practice hypnosis.
Hypnosis.
That form of therapy to remember things.
Yeah, and she thinks that he was murdered. And there's like a spoiler at the end. I don't know who gives a shit. It's 2009. Watch it. It turns out
they think there's a serial killer.
Yes.
So she thinks that a serial killer killed her husband for investigating these things.
Yes.
So then she goes further to like, again with the hypnosis to get patients to remember their trauma. And then it's like it's not an owl. What is it?
I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't remember.
And then they get so scared that they end up killing themselves and their family members.
One of them did the family thing. And the other one, the husband killed himself.
The others, yeah. But like, I guess that's what happens with all of them. Is they end up killing themselves.
And then the sheriff, who's a fucking dick in this movie. Why they made okay? Yeah. I'm not trying to get political with this fucking statement, but the cops in movies, like, why do they're always just dicks unless they're the protagonists.
Yeah, but like.
And like he was so unprofessional. Like if you're trying to make us believe that this is like you're trying to portray shit realistically.
Yeah.
Like he put her hands on her. Like
well, he's making it.
A bunch of other shit, and
that was weird.
And it made it seem so personal, but they didn't establish any sort of relationship. But they made it seem like they were very integrated.
For one, her husband was one of the people that died.
Yeah.
So take it as like they've been working close because it's like, what the fuck happened to my husband?
Yeah.
And then this hypnosis stuff because it's an ongoing thing that people are harming themselves and or others.
And she's involved.
Yeah. And then like Zeke, because like I was talking to him and he was like, why doesn't she just show him or like tell him this about the aliens? And I was like, because then he would think she's fucking crazy. Like, there's no realistic way to go about it.
Even when there was a guy literally outside of her house filming, surveilling.
Yeah.
Like even with that guy there, and she was like, "Talk to your fucking officer." Like, what are you yelling at me for? And that see for him, it's not a straight answer. It's not a good enough fucking explanation for shit. And then. Also, the son was such a fucking dick. Little boy, what's his fucking name? Ronnie. He was like, "What happened to Dad? You never help us. You only help everyone else." And then she
that
can't.
Makes sense though.
But she's not like. She's like, "Hey, I'm like," and she's not honest with her children, And I don't know if that's an actual relationship. that like she seems like she gives a shit about her kids, right? She seems like a decent enough mom, and they definitely like really like their dad because like they seem to actually have some sort of feeling when talking about him.
Yeah, but he died.
Yes, very true. But I would just assume like maybe I thought you were a psychologist. Like I thought you would have a better relationship with your family and probably be more honest with them and shit. But it seems like they don't talk, and then that's why he said that the whole thing about you help everyone else but you don't help the family. And like the way that I'm talking about it now, like in the movie, it's almost exactly how it happens because of how short it is. It doesn't explain all that much, and I think the reason why it's this short is probably to keep you like, what's happening now? What's happening now? Like everything is just so rapid pace, and I feel like if they just take the time and explain everything, that you might be like, maybe this is kind of stupid. Maybe this everything's kind of dumb. But like, it didn't give me time to process a lot of the information because of how quick it was.
Probably the point.
Which is which is good. Like if they were trying, if you deconstruct it, I feel like then it starts losing some of its things, right? Like if I start naming off all the people and stuff and their own individual role in it, but as a unit, it's like a little documentary, a little
pseudo documentary.
Yeah, like a pseudo documentary, and it was really cool. You're welcome to go back to the notes. I feel like I'm trailing off from stuff that you didn't.
No, it's okay.
About.
I don't know.
You know.
No.
Oh, you don't. Oh.
Well, I write things down just like as I want to look things up, and then I mean to like organize them better, but like I was just really excited and I wrote everything down and then I came over. So yeah, so then like we segue into things and I'm like, oh, but like none of it is in any kind of order. I have to like shuffle.
But what did you think of the movie? Like second watch? Because I only watched
second watch.
Second watch. Not as good as the first, or I could see myself rewatching it.
Still scary. Like again, honestly, what scared me the most was fucking Charlotte. Like she's just scary looking to me.
She looked dead.
Yeah, and then like the way she's talking, and honestly, she scares the shit out of me more.
So she was the scariest.
Anything else? Yeah.
I thought the scary part would be when they say that she didn't remember, and like the screaming. Like I thought the screaming of the recording.
Yeah, and then
and
I think like the voice, was supposed to be the alien voice, right? Yeah. Like
I am God,
but not as much anymore because like again, the first time I was a kid and I was like, what the? And I'm thinking this is all a real thing, and I was like, there's proof right there. It's right side by side, And I like wanted to fucking cry because I was like, that's so scary. But now I'm like, what is this?
This came out the same time as Paranormal Activity.
I didn't know that. Wow, that's crazy.
And like this tanked in comparison.
This did?
Yeah.
Probably because everybody looked it up and it was like.
Yeah, but then like Paranormal Activity, I feel like they probably just did a better like media coverage situation.
Yeah.
I don't, but at least they show something happening in Paranormal Activity. Someone being like, I said Paranormal Activity, Paranormal Activity. At least they show someone like being dragged off. In this movie, every time something happens, the feed gets all fucked up, but the audio is not fucked up. But on her recording, everything's fine. It's a little inconsistent.
I saw that. I think a lot of people got lost at the language. Oh, it can speak this language, or I guess
an ancient language.
People found that like stupid and funny or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a few like little reviews.
And that was the thing?
Yeah, it was kind of like, it's a good thing that they did the static with the videos, because had they inserted like their own little vision of an alien, it probably would have like made the whole thing laughable.
Yeah.
Had they not done it right, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're trying to do like the imagination.
Along with all the other stuff they did, it's probably best that they didn't.
Like they didn't show the actual like saucer or ship or whatever. They didn't show the aliens.
They showed the like shadow that goes over the house. You didn't see that?
No, what did it look like?
Oh, so scary. It was just like something, just a big like darkness comes over the house, and it was like supposed to be when the little girl goes missing.
And that's the thing, like there's some shit that it kind of makes me like, what the fuck was the daughter, they abducted her through like a tractor beam, like a gravity, like I don't know how that would, so I'm pulling something that's phasing through stuff, like I just don't understand how the fuck that works. But I guess aliens in future and shit like that. We have the technology. That's Patrick.
Yeah, I know.
Did you read the end credit thingy? The like what happened to everybody?
Yes.
How the officer didn't want to be a part of it, like no comment. The like Dr. Alobo, like the guy who speaks the ancient fucking language, he translated it, but he didn't want to be a part of it. Other than that, Ronnie like didn't want to be part of his mom's life or whatever. But I get that.
Yeah.
You're the one with the notes, man.
Oh, I thought you.
Was not going in. I don't know. I didn't know where that was going. I was just trailing off. Is it over? Is this the?
No.
Oh,
sorry.
I don't know. I don't have anything planned. I think I spoke about what I wanted to speak of mostly.
Okay,
I
so
go,
do you want to know what actually happened in Nome, Alaska?
yes, that would be fantastic.
Okay, so 24 residents were reported missing between 1960 and 2004. And then I looked it up. It was kind of hard to pinpoint. At a certain point, I was just getting Alaska in general, not just like Nome. So I didn't write that down. But a woman was just missing last year, recently.
But that makes sense.
I
though.
digress.
It's like a wilderness out
Yeah,
there.
in the movie,
Like, there's not a lot of people. So.
doesn't it say that the FBI went there like 200 something times or like an insane amount of number? They went twice. They
so
went
you just made up a number?
like twice in the same year. Yeah. The first time it was like to get the list of names, I think, or like to go over it. And the second time it was like to thoroughly investigate each case. And then even still, it says like the lead agency in Nome for missing persons is like Nome PD, but they get like support and they use like FBI's like technical analysts, but they just leave it to the local police. Yeah,
So the FBI,
and then
not a thing.
all the reasons have just suspected like they apparently Nome has like an alcohol problem.
Okay.
So a lot of deaths lead to like
Like someone. It's
people,
snow. It's rough terrain.
and crazy gnarly fucking winters. So like people are getting
Killed.
out of control. They're drinking and then they get left out there in the frozen.
I get it. It's a dangerous fucking area. Like not like violence necessarily, but like just the weather.
And then like I
makes
guess the FBI, like when they investigated, they were pretty much saying like the amount of deaths happening over like 4 decades is like improbable for like one serial killer to do.
Yeah.
And then like I said, locally they're like it's the drink. They have an alcohol problem. And then like I guess the bodies
Not that they're alcoholics, but that alcohol in the weather
in the town, yeah.
mix
Plus, yeah. And then
like I don't want Nome over here to be like, yo, someone's talking about us again.
right, and sue us for $20,000.
Yep.
Yeah, and then bodies that would appear didn't show any signs of like
anything
trauma, like
Well, yeah, they were probably preserved in the snow or something.
Yeah. So
That's
all
what happened.
answers lead to just accidents in the climate.
And then these guys are like, I get it though. Like the people making this movie were very clever in what they used and the likelihood of certain things and how to do people. Like when you actually start breaking it down, you could see what the fuck is going on. But like if you're just a casual observer, like most people would be for this movie, then like these things feel like they're all connected and it actually leading to something more. But like when you did some digging and it's hard and it's weird because even when you look up these fucker people's name, like the actors have names in the movie and then the actors' names are the characters, they're fake names. So like how the fuck are you supposed to look up anything of this? And then they also use like other abductions, the 333
and
thing.
Apparently fake news. Fucking
everything.
Promotions.
Like everything, it was all made up, and then they based it on certain locations and stuff. And I know this is just a movie, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't there's more movies that are like this. They take a little bit of this, they just take someone's name, they use a location, and then. But
I know there's so many movies like this.
Yeah.
Well, this
for me, this is the first one. So
this like I mean, pseudo documentaries are its own subgenre. You know what I mean? Like Paranormal Activity, The Blair Witch, but those are usually like what's that word you use? The like found footage.
Yeah,
or
found
like,
footage.
Is that the same as like
that's when someone has that's when someone has a camera and
So like the difference is they took it up 10 notches by doing the whole side by side. This is a reenactment type found, real footage.
As far as like the way to do like a found footage type of like documentary thing, this is like I think this is probably more entertaining to me than what I imagine Paranormal Activity being.
Yeah.
Like this, I rather have this with the fake whatever is and like the stuff, but they're doing something. And like, Paranormal Activity, like granted, the budget was totally different. I think I still would take this over it, the other one. They both have similar ideas of like there's an unknown force outside, out of your control, and then like that's what's fucking shit up. And then there's a family aspect. Like I haven't seen Paranormal, but I've seen some of things around it.
But in like the realm of this is based on a true story.
Yes.
Like they fucking
they
did the thing.
Yeah, watch it, man. Watch it. Like I know we're kind of shitting on it, but like it goes by. Like I said, it goes by so quickly. You don't really think about this shit.
Also, I still find it pretty fucking creepy.
No, like the chick, the fucking Charlotte, like she does look.
I'm sorry, Charlotte. I'm sure you're a great person.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry,
she's
no,
fine.
no. I'm looking at her right now. She gives me Momo vibes, bro.
Dude.
Stop. I have to drive. I have to drive home. I have to drive.
Okay.
Fuck.
You're the one who did that.
I know, but I'm looking at her and I was like, oh,
Stop looking at
she's
her.
fine. She looks normal. And then I realized she reminds me of fucking Momo, and now I'm scared again. And that's just her face. I'm so
They're
sorry.
all just faces.
I know.
Just those pictures.
Oh, don't put that in. Now I'm a
Okay.
piece of shit.
No, it's fine.
Fuck. What am I doing out here?
I don't know.
Oh, you want to know something like
Mhm.
kind of scary, kind of
Sure.
creepy about Nome?
All right.
It's on a peninsula, which doesn't that mean it's still attached to
A
a
peninsula?
part of the land, right?
Fuck, dude, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but they're the only form. I'm assuming maybe it's on the very edge, so it's
I mean,
technically
it's just,
like,
it's just where, it's
wherever
far,
it's
far.
located.
Yeah,
it's saying the only form of transportation is by plane. They don't even have a ferry system. But like if you're trying to get out of there,
actually they did that in the beginning of the movie. She was flying.
oh, did they?
Yeah, she was flying.
Yeah, the only
So that's
form
why.
out of there, like you gotta wait for the next plane to come.
So
There's
everyone's
no
just-
other
just
way.
stuck there.
No
Just-
bridges, no nothing.
Wow, there's so many interesting things. They like flipped it. They flipped all the like easy tropes that they could have done, like all the tropes for like these kind of movie. They like found a different, like an alternate version of it and still used it. But like instead of like a fucking country town or whatever where you're used to thinking about like alien abductions, it was like Alaska. It's a snowy place. It's a
Yeah.
tribe, it's like a fucking. That's very interesting, but it's scary. I think they could have. I don't know.
There's a lot of things you could have done with that.
Yeah, there should be more. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more. I mean, that's the thing. The thing was also like in Alaska, and they were doing research and shit like that. So I mean, it's great. Alaska, as far as like a place that could be terrifying, I'm sure it's lovely. But I feel like if you form it in a certain light, you could make it seem scary, like the way that you're talking about ET. Like you just put it in the right.
Have you not seen 30 Days of Night?
No.
Is Alaska the place where it's
I
30 Days
don't.
of Night in real life? Isn't that a...
I
where
mean,
is
there's
that?
places around the world where they don't get much sun. I don't know if that.
Alaska is scary enough on its own.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm sorry if you live in Alaska, dude. I don't know what it's like over
I'm
there.
not shit talking it. I'm sure it's beautiful, but
Yeah.
like I think the fucking
The idea of being so
the
secluded.
forest is beautiful to look at, but I don't want to live in the middle of it. I would Sometimes I wish I wasn't like such a chicken shit, because that'd be pretty fucking sick, and I admire people who live there. But that's why I just want to live right outside of a town. But like people can still hear me scream if I do. Sorry,
I don't know what the fuck to do with that.
it scares me so much.
I think that's what it is. This whole thing, you've been in and out of fear of being. I'm curious to hear what it sounds like afterwards, because there were great moments. But I feel like I'm reaching the end personally. You're reaching the end of this.
Yeah, I just
You're just
I just
thinking,
feel like I'm just manifesting shit right now that I don't
Scary
want to
thing.
manifest.
oh man, don't.
There's
say
this
that.
movie I watched a while back,
Mhm.
a long time ago, like the first time I remember watching Netflix ever,
Mhm.
and it was like a movie where people's fears turned into like they
Yo.
became real.
Zeke was telling me about that.
Really?
Yeah, he was telling me something about that. Yeah,
I'll probably ask him then. We didn't
should
watch it together.
We should watch
but-
that. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys are both into.
But in one of the one of our podcasts, I started saying something, and then I stopped because I thought of that movie, and I don't ever want people to know like my
Anything.
fears that aren't something stupid like
ET.
yeah, or just like living in the middle of nowhere, like because you can control that, right?
Yeah.
But like I don't want to tell people my fears like
That's
publicly
fine. That's
because
fair.
I think of this movie and I'm like, never, you're never gonna do that to me.
All right, this has been the scariest for her more than me, but still, this was a whisper. If you made it this long,
Oh my god!
please comment.
Look at Charlotte
ET
again. White poop.
is- Gross.
The stepbrother's poop.